Welcome back to A Voice of Hope, where I'm sharing words of encouragement during this season that we find ourselves in with COVID-19. So today's word that I would like to offer you is joy. So as I said that word joy, I wonder how that sits with you. And you might want to notice how easy it is for you to receive that and even consider where you are on the joy scale. So if you think about 10 being exuberant and full of joy and overflowing with life, and 1 being actually quite withdrawn and lacking that joy, perhaps feeling somewhat concerned or anxious or depressed. Where are you on that scale? Maybe you can think of someone that you know that is very, very joyful, that it doesn't matter what the circumstances are in that person's life, but they always just seem to have an innate positivity, but it's not manufactured, it's not false. There's a depth to them that's really infectious. I can think of a few people like that. And as I've considered this topic of joy briefly today before sharing this word, I've realized that joy is not something that can be manufactured. But joy, at least I would suggest, is a gift. And it's something that comes from within. We can choose to be a whole bunch of things, but you can't really act joyful unless you've got some joy that you can act out of or operate out of. And, I think it's different from zeal or enthusiasm. I can choose to be enthusiastic, or I can choose to be enthusiastic for a long time, which looks like zeal. And those are really good qualities, but even that is different from joy. There's something around joy which is a real strength and encouragement, both to the individual, but also to the people that they are connected with. And as I was thinking about this, and just reflecting on my own life, and actually I'm not where I want to be from a joy point of view. I find my own circumstances, sometimes I'm lacking joy, and I realize that the addition of joy would really make a difference to how I'm able to deal with some of the highs and lows in life. And I want to share with you a key to accessing joy or coming into joy, because as I've suggested, joy I think is something that is a gift and it's from within. It's hard to choose to be joyful if you just don't have much joy in you. But as I was thinking about this, I think thankfulness is something which is much easier to choose to do or be. And as I've been thinking about this and practicing this a little bit, I've noticed that thankfulness actually opens the gate, if you will, or opens the door to joy. So the practice of thankfulness is something that is very, very simple. Anyone can do it in any circumstance. We can always find something to be thankful for. So I want to leave those 2 thoughts with you today. The primary word is joy, and I offer you that gift of joy. But if you find that's not something that you're able to receive very well because it doesn't resonate with you, then perhaps try some thankfulness and see if you notice an increase in your joy level.